morning, good morning. It's time for day 7 of the 30-day I Want to Be an Author challenge. Now, day 7, how exciting. Who writes a book? Well, I love this topic. This is a fantastic topic. I could talk for ages on this, but I promise I'm not going to. There are no rules. Anybody can write a book. You know, when you go to the fairground and there's all the rides and all the amusements and all the goings on, and there's the little sign that says you must be so high to go on this ride. There's none of that. You don't have to be a certain height. You don't have to be a certain weight. You don't have to have a certain bank balance. Anybody can write. What you do need to have is a passion for it. You do need to want to share your story, and everybody has a story. And you could be sitting there thinking, yeah, but I've done nothing, I'm just a housewife. Well, great. Housewives have stories too. Housewives just aren't housewives. They are project managers. They do amazing things. I know mums who have been the directors of school plays, who have made all the costumes for school plays. That's not just normal. That's a story in itself. There is no such a thing, I'm just a. There are people who have had moments of inspired clarity. They have reached the heights of their corporate careers, and they have got the huge salaries, and they've got the huge staff, and things are going beautifully for them, and they're really, really happy. But something clicks, something changes, and they decide that they want to be the dancer that they always thought they were going to be when they were young. And they go off and they learn how to belly dance, and then they become these amazingly successful belly dancers. And taking that step, that bold step of moving away from a safe income, from an income they knew that was going to be there every day, and moving into that unknown creative income, that's a big step. That's a story. There are people who have a beautiful, relaxed sameness in every day. That is a story. How do you achieve that relaxed sameness? Not everybody wants an exciting life. Not everybody wants to be busy every second. I love that anybody can be a writer. You don't have to be rich. You don't have to be poor. You don't have to be anything. Anybody can be a writer. And I love that you don't have to be any particular age. To highlight this point, I have a friend in America who I speak with nearly every day through Messenger, and he was telling me yesterday that I've inspired his mum. Well, how exciting is that? Now, his mum, by sort of my estimation, she must be at least in her late 70s, probably in her early to mid 80s, and this is what he said. Exactly. At any rate, you inspired my mum to write specifically about her granddad after he was discharged from the Royal Artillery. He took a steamship to Canada and married a Hab. When he landed in Canada, he hooked up with a crazy French Canadian, hence my grandma, mum's mum, was born. That seems to be a missing part of his life. Still a lot of research to do that will keep her busy. How fantastic! Here is a family history. It doesn't have to be published for the whole world. It can be a family history. That keeps you alive within your family. That's amazing. If you write to create your written legacy, you can have it just for your family, or you can create it for the world. You never know. In 100 years, there might be somebody who's doing research on people who were in the Royal Artillery and what happened to them and what they did. That document might be the document that tells them so much. Who knows? It's all possible. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. Anybody can write. Anybody can write. So what is stopping you? My aim is to make 2022 the year of your book. Please, please, please get in touch with me and we'll have a quick, obligation-free discussion on how we can get you started. I'll talk to you again tomorrow. Bye for now.